What is up, you guys? JPTV 3000. Y'all know who it is. Y'all saw the little short, but I just wanted to look a little bit further because I know a couple of people who are looking for some oil field jobs. And this is frac operator. So if you're new to the oil field, never worked in the oil field, this is one of the best positions for you to get into because there's room for you to move up within the company and the crew of guys that you're working with. So unless you got a CDL, then you'll be going in the direction of hauling frac sand. Front end loaders, the Western Windstar. Uh, Catalyst Energy Services equipment operator. That could be a good one. They may or may not. Well, must have CDL, must have minimum 5 years of pump experience. Coil tubing operator, Nexus Talent Solutions. I don't know who that is, but when I see solutions or it says talent, it seems like they're talking about a attempt to hire place. Check that out. Not sure. Y'all can let me know. Source Energy Services, heavy equipment operator. You're usually going to make pretty good money in the oil field. Frac operator, travel district. Hey, there you go. Right there. Cal Frac Well Services. Frac operator, travel district. So they may be looking for people that are local. They may not be looking for people that are local. They are probably, if I remember correctly, when I worked at CalFrac had the option of it was $500 or $600 for housing reimbursement or housing allowance, or they gave you the option to stay in the man camp, and then you would fly home on your off days or work on your off days or do whatever it is that you do on your off days. That's at CalFrac. I worked there. They're a great company, and you see it's between $85,000 and $135,000 a year. That's legit. Excavator operator experienced in sand production mining. Stopped excavating. Sounds like something CDL related or pretty close. I mean, an excavator is not a CDL, but it's considered, big equipment. Operator assistant frac acid Halliburton. For those of you guys, Calfrac, Halliburton, Liberty Oilfield Services. Next tier is another one. Look at that. Operator assistant trainee frac acid. So for you new guys, you want to get into the oil field, that's what you want to be applying for. The operator assistant trainee, frac acid operator, what's it? Frac operator and Calfrac. CDL frac sand hauler, that looks like a company job. Compressed natural gas operator. If I'm not mistaken, that's a guy who goes around and monitors stations and stuff. Frac sand driver, owner, operator. That looks about right. 6 to 8 grand a week. Unless you live and eat staying in that truck. Service operator, frac, stack greasing, and surface pressure control. Service operator, frac. Okay, this right here, this may be an entry level job depending on the company. These guys, they go out and they grease the wellhead. They go out and they grease the flanges, they grease the valves and the entire tree. And they usually do that once, right before they start fracking, or they'll bring new flanges and wellheads and all that stuff, and crossovers, depending on if they're using a crossover or not. Seasonal equipment operator, start station April and May. EP minerals. That might be some sand related stuff. No, there's another one. Equipment operator, Liberty Oilfield Services. That's the one I was telling you guys about. They do 14 on, 14 off, or something like that. Plant operator, source. I think that's sand, but it could be a gas plant or oil. Stingray pressure pumping services. Pressure pumping services. These guys might be either the people who pressure test the iron, or they may be frac pump operators that pump down wire line and other stuff like that. Water transfer. There's another one for you. Water transfer is one of the easier jobs to get into. Select Energy Services does water transfer in North Dakota. NWT, which is Northwest or Northern Water Transfer, something like that. Texas-based owner operator. Wash plant operator. So there's some jobs and opportunities. It's just you're gonna have to apply, and you may have to follow up with a phone call. Let's go to the next page and see what they got. Another water transfer. Yep, like I said in the little short video that I made, Ohio, Pennsylvania, North Dakota, Wyoming, Colorado, East New Mexico, West Texas, and Shreveport, Louisiana, and South Louisiana area. There's Halliburton again, service operator. Bainville. I know where this is. I know where this place is. We passed by it on the way to work. This entry level operator. I know exactly where that is. Flowback's another one. But be prepared to work. Make sure you are physically able to work, because flowback is some work. That's like some young guy stuff. Also, don't be afraid to work over rigs, because everybody has to utility operator, local candidates only. So if you're in the Kermit, Texas, West Texas area. Trying to think what else. I think that's pretty much it. I am going to look up one more thing, though. Oilfield jobs. There's Nexus Talent Solutions. I'm gonna come back and look to that again. Halliburton. So there looks like there's quite a bit of opportunities in North Dakota. So don't be afraid to travel. Do not be afraid to travel, because you can get started somewhere, get you some roots in, and then make relationships and build from there. So don't be afraid to travel, man. I gotta check something out real quick. The heck is this? Nexus Talent Solutions. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. They're in Minot. 21. This looks like CTP. It looks just like CTP, unless they change the name. Per diem, travel allowance provided. If any of you guys who are new to the oil field, if you could get on with a company like this and stay there, you could retire in probably 15 years. 15, 20, and you can retire good. But this looks like CTP, which is Coil Tubing Partners, unless they change the name. Nexus Talent Solutions. Never heard of it. Anyway, JPTV 3000. Peace.